My goal in life was to normalize conversations about critical illness, about death and dying. And the first step is to do that in the medical realm, with people who do have maybe a life-limiting illness. But the second step is actually to bring it into our homes and our schools and have these conversations about death and dying. So I was taken by ambulance to a heart hospital where I was admitted. I had a massive blood clot. We actually thought it was a tumor at the time, the size of a golf ball, in my right atrium. And it was actually going through and damaging the valve in my heart as well. A nurse came in, she sat with me, and she prayed with me, and she validated my fears. And she was honest that, you might not make it, but we're gonna do the best we can, and spend this time with your family. And that was the best thing anyone said to me the entire time. It made me proud that I was gonna be a nurse. I knew what kind of nurse I wanted to be at that point. And that is actually when I coded and my heart stopped beating. Luckily, I woke up a couple days later and got to hug my family, and I made a miraculous recovery. But after going through all of that, it really taught me what it was like to be a patient and a person, and it changed the kind of nurse that I wanted to be and the kind of conversations I knew I needed to have with my patients and my families, and to always make sure also that the patients kept in mind what would they want. And I realized that death should be celebrated the way life is celebrated. We celebrate birth, but we don't celebrate somebody leaving. We don't talk about these things. So my goal is to help people have these difficult conversations and have their choices heard so that they can feel empowered, and it can also take away those difficult decisions from the families and make this something that is a normal part of our culture.